Welcome back, everybody. I am Barrick, and this is Method Medley. What do you prefer, cordless or corded? That is what we are going to discuss right now. With the cordless movement being so big, things are going more and more to battery, and yet the corded still have their place. But what is most efficient given the various circumstances that we find ourselves in when we're doing a project? So let's first talk about the corded version of the Makita skill saw. Now this is a great saw. It has many purposes. I've used it for years, built dozens of pieces of furniture with it, and it definitely has its place. There is a downfall though that I've run into several times. If you're like me, you are sick and tired of tripping over cords when you're working. They get wrapped around your ankles, they get cut unnecessarily, and now you have an electrical hazard. Therefore, it offers a variety of hazards and annoyances. So, what's our alternative option? Introducing to you the cordless, battery-operated version, that is, of the same skill saw. This is a 7 1/4 inch skill saw, and I love this thing. I carry it with me every day. In fact, the corded version of the same saw has now become my secondary option when and if I do not have the cordless with me. Why, do you ask? You find yourself often 20, 30, 40, 50 feet away from the nearest receptacle. Not with this thing. This, you have the batteries pre-charged and you walk to whatever you need to go to and you go to work. It's awesome. I use it constantly. As we've mentioned before on our cordless chainsaw video, you want to plan ahead and have the batteries pre-charged. Nevertheless, this, in my opinion, is the only way to go. For those of you who might be hesitant about buying this saw, let me put your mind at ease. Ever since I saw it, I wanted it. I didn't hesitate to purchase this saw. I merely had to save money to buy it. And once I did, I've used it for the last year and a half nonstop. Those of you interested in the same saw are going to ask, how long can it actually run for? I can tell you that it'll cut nonstop about 500 2x4s in half before the batteries run out. I can also tell you that I can use this saw a little bit every day for a solid week before having to change the batteries. So if you're like me, you have a lot of various projects. I build fences, I build outdoor furniture, we build decks. Therefore, I do a lot of cutting, and this saw is really nice to have. It can die, the batteries can die, that is, and so you just keep some batteries always charging, and when it dies in the middle of the cut, swap out the batteries, put the other two in the charger, and you're good to keep rolling. As you can see here, it has the same features as a typical skill saw. It has a sky hook, so you don't have to purchase it separately and add it to the saw. It comes equipped and ready to go, collapses down, and actually prevents the batteries from coming out on you while you're working. It has the same rotating mechanisms as is corded. You have your depth, your plunge cuts, you have your 45-degree angles, as well as the locking mechanism for a 45 or a 53-degree angles as well. And just to show you the same exact things that we can do with the battery operated version. Again, this is a great saw, but I just got sick and tired of tripping over cords all the time. And so, got the battery operated version, and I never leave home without it. In the end, what are the results? Well, I think I've said it already, but I love this saw. I use it constantly. If you're in the market for a cordless skill saw, this is the one to buy. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe down at the bottom. Tune in next time. We're going to construct a custom gate and show you the features and how it's done. I'm Barrick, and this is Method Medley. See you next time.